I am a library employee at Ann Arbor District Libraries, and I couldn't help. Oh no, she's going to restart that. She really is. Another book recommend. Let's try that again. Oh, hi everybody. My name is Jacob. I am an Ann Arbor District Library employee, and I couldn't help but notice that there are 139 people waiting for a copy of Where the Crawdads Sing by Celia Owens. The book centers around Kaya, a young woman who was abandoned by her family in the lush but dangerous coastal marshes of North Carolina as she learns about the nature of life detached from the community that has dubbed her the Marsh Girl. She's like a local legend, right? Like there's a wild creature woman who lives in the marshes. Um, with over 4.5 million copies sold, Where the Crawdad Sings is so many different things, and I think that's a testament to why it's been so popular. It's a murder mystery. It is a love story. It's an incredible piece of nature writing, but most of all, it's a heartwarming story about finding your place in the world, especially in a world that says there is no place for you. Um, so whether you are one of those 139 people, or maybe you're one of the millions of people who have already read Where the Crawdads Sing, um, here are some library materials you can enjoy while you wait. While I was reading Where the Crawdads Sing, I was instantly reminded of the books of Barbara Kingsolver. Her books are full of complex, remarkable women protagonists that always succeed in kind of pulling the rug out from under me. When I read a Barbara Kingsolver book, I learn something, whether that's about biology, history, or just how humans do human stuff. Um, what I appreciate about Barbara Kingsolver is that her books always show how magical the world is, but also how traumatic the world is, and ultimately that can be a beautiful thing. So much like Celia Owens, Kingsolver is fascinated by the natural world, and that's almost depicted in all of her books. Um, and although any of her books that we have in our collection would be a good read for somebody waiting for crawdads, I want to highlight three specific Barbara Kingsolver books that I think you might enjoy. So imagine baby me. I might have had a few beverages, and I might have been 100 pounds lighter. I'm sitting on a subway car in Berlin. I'm studying abroad, and I'm just crying into my book. And people are looking at me like, hmm. But honestly, people on Berlin subway have seen a lot worse than baby Jacob crying. Um, the book that was making me cry would be The Poisonwood Bible by Barbara Kingsolver. Now, this book has a special place in my heart because when I was studying abroad, I really felt like I had bit off more than I could chew in in a foreign land, basically. Um, and the Poison One Bible told me that somewhere in this pit of confusion and loneliness, there is love, there is joy. It's not to be Oprah, but that's powerful. So about the book, the novel it's the story of a missionary family from the South, and they moved to the Belgian Congo in the early 60s to spread the word of Christ. So this book is about so many different things. It's about feminism, it's about religion, it's about African history, family, it's about nature, it's about how beautiful nature is, how dangerous it is. Ultimately, it's a book about forgiveness, but no spoilers. Maybe I have a soft spot for this book because it was passed down to me and my family. Like my mom read it and then gave it to my oldest sister, and then that sister gave it to my other sister, and then that sister gave it to me, all kind of under the pretense of like, you got to read this book. Like you're old enough now, the time is now for you to read this book. Um, but really, maybe I just like it so much because a lot like Where the Crawdads Sing, it's an adventure story about isolation and human connection. So another Barbara Kingsolver book that might be of interest to those who are waiting for to receive their copy of Crawdads. It's called The Bean Trees, and whoever might have included The Bean Trees by Barbara Kingsolver into my high school's English curriculum, I want to send you some DoorDash. I want to put $10 in your Venmo, because this book really, it's one of my favorites. So the novel's about a young woman from Kentucky who decides, for whatever reason, no spoilers, that she is going to move out west. So as she's moving out west, and the adventure that is, life happens in a way where she becomes the caretaker of a baby. No spoilers. I'm not telling you the details, y'all. You'll have to read the book. She becomes the caretaker of a baby. In the book, the baby is named Turtle, which is so cute. I want to name my baby Turtle. Anyways, this book is about them finding community in deeply unexpected places. This is one of those incredible books that reads as poetry, but it also reads as realism. So that makes it such an engrossing, engaging read. This is the perfect book for those of you who are waiting for Crawdads, or if you've already read Crawdads too, because just like Crawdads, this is a love letter to the universe that says humanity can exist amidst the greatest odds. So another Barbara Kingsolver book I want to bring to your attention is called Flight Behavior. Just like Celia Owens, Kingsolver examines humans by examining nature. So Flight Behavior is a book about an Appalachian housewife who learns that her backyard is like a pit stop for monarch butterflies as they migrate south. So like millions of butterflies are just chilling in her backyard, which I would like a million butterflies chilling in my backyard, but I don't have a backyard because I live in a garden level apartment. At any rate, it's about biology. It's about forbidden love, and it's about. And when I was writing the script for this, I don't know where these words came from. The impending finality of life on planet Earth. Whew. So I actually found a quote from the New York Times. Dominique Browning says that this book asks a vital question. How do we live, and with what consequences, as we hurtle towards the abyss in these times of epic planetary transformation? That's what the book's about. Whew. Now, I feel like as though Celia Owens asks similar questions in Where the Crawdads Sing. And for that reason, that makes this the perfect thing to read while you wait. Now, one of my favorite parts of Ann Arbor District Library is our incredible DVD and Blu-ray collection. So I wanted to give you guys some movie suggestions you might want to check out while you wait to receive your copy of Crawdads. Where the Crawdads Sing is the story of a North Carolina woman, isolated in nature, who, through the acquisition of language, learns that she doesn't have to be alone. Nell, starring Jodie Foster, who is giving you Jodie Foster in this movie. Wow. Who doesn't love a good Jodie Foster performance? Girl, it was a performance. Nell is a movie about a North Carolina woman isolated in nature who, through the acquisition of language, learns that she doesn't have to be alone. These stories are not identical, but Nell almost acts as like a what-if situation for Kaya, and Kaya being the main character for the Crawdads Sing. And although Nell might have its problems as a movie, I would call it problematic. It really is a wonderful way to spend some time preparing to receive your copy of Where the Crawdads Sing, especially during these unique times. How many times have you heard that? During these uncertain times, spending an hour and 50 minutes watching Nell is an engrossing hour and 50 minutes, and it makes you think. Beyond all that, Liam Neeson's also in this movie, bless his heart, doing his best Southern accent. And sometimes your best just isn't enough, right, Liam? I'm not even sure if he's trying to have a Southern accent in this movie. Just fades in and out in the most incredible way. So yeah, I would watch Liam Neeson and Jodie Foster read the phone book and be happy. But anyways, check out Nell. Another movie for those of you who are waiting to receive Where the Crawdads Sing, is called Daughters of the Dust. One of the best parts of Crawdads is the immensely fascinating and visually stunning descriptions of the landscape in which the main character makes her home. I will be honest, and I do feel a little ignorant for it. I had no idea just how beautiful or what even those ecosystems looked like. So one of my favorite parts of the book was kind of learning about that and immersing myself in that environment. So Daughters of the Dust, which among many other things, is a film that captures those environments, those southern ecosystems in an incredible way. So this movie actually won the top cinematography award at the Sundance Film Festival, and I think cinematography means how a movie looks. Film people, don't leave your comments below telling me how wrong I am. Anyways, this movie won a big ol' cinematography award at the Sundance Film Festival, and it tells the story of 3 generations of Gullah women living on an island off the coast of Georgia. So, an absolutely fascinating part of American history surrounds the Gullah people. So, slave traders brought slaves back to America, and some of these slave traders settled on these coastal islands off the coast of Georgia, South Carolina, Florida, North Carolina, and attempted, or perhaps not attempted, but tried to farm that land. For whatever reason, the slave owners moved to the mainland, and the African people they had brought there, they decided they didn't bring them with, the slave owners didn't bring them to the mainland with them. So this is like Civil War era stuff. And the Gullah people are the first black landowners in American history. The government was like, okay, fine, that's your land. Which is huge, right? So Daughters of the Dust is also the first, and I want to get this right, the first theatrically released film written and directed by an African-American woman ever. So this is 1991. Let that sink in. So for no other reason other than that, Daughters of the Dust is an incredible movie to check out for its historical value, the things you learn about history, but mostly in the context of this video, it allows you to submerge yourselves in the beautiful waters and landscapes of the coastal U.S., which is just what Where the Crawdads Sings as well. So if I read a book that I really love, I'm always interested to see what books that author loves. So I went ahead and did a little bit of research, and through in her interviews, Celia Owens talks about how she admires descriptive language. Like that's one of the biggest parts of writing and reading that she loves. And by descriptive language, I think this is what she means. That there's joy. The joy of reading is not just plot, but can be found in words and how those words are arranged or rearranged or how they exist in relation to each other, the poetry of the thing. So all of this is to say that words are beautiful, right? Especially when they are used to describe the insane world that we live in. Owens credits, this book is called A Sudden Country by Karen Fisher, as an inspiration behind the language used in Crawdads. And and I'm going to read this from the flap of the book for you. A Sudden Country by Karen Fisher is an unforgettable story of love and loss, sacrifice, and understanding concerning the relationships of 19th century traders, immigrants, and Native Americans. So we got some history stuff going on. We got themes of love and loss and sacrifice and understanding. Those are similar themes to where the Crawdads sings as well. So if you want to get into the writer's mind of Celia Owens a little bit deeper, give A Sudden Country by Karen Fisher a look. Another book recommendation from Celia Owens herself is A Long, Long Way by Sebastian Barry. She cites this as the most poignant, descriptive writing anywhere. Miss Owens, she said it anywhere. Now, the story it's the story of a young man caught between World War I and the Irish War for Independence. And Sebastian Barry this is their quote, Sebastian Barry is a master storyteller, hailed for his flawless use of language, which would make it the perfect companion for anybody waiting to read Where the Crawdads Sing. So all the titles that I've mentioned in this video are going to be linked below for you guys to go ahead and put requests on. Now I'm going to talk a little bit about how I selected these recommendations. Because this is about checking things out while you wait for another item, I didn't include items in this video that also have a long wait list, or really any wait list at all. The point of this is I want to offer a resource in which you can get related items into your hands as soon as possible. So although there might have been some other things I would recommend to you guys, those things weren't readily available in the way that these titles are. So go ahead, click those links below, request those items, and I hope they get in your hands as soon as possible and bring you the excitement, entertainment, and learning opportunities that they offered me. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'm so excited about this video series, and a little bit about our next video. The Vanishing Half by Britt Bennett has over 350 requests. Number 350, I don't envy you. You'll be waiting a little bit to get that book, won't you? So that's what our next video is going to be about. And I am so excited to make it. So, once again, I want to do my YouTuber impression. I need to see myself. My notes are in front of my camera, and I want to see my face while I do this. Okay. Make sure that you press that bell, like, subscribe, comment, share this video, like it, subscribe, and comment below about what you thought, and like and subscribe. Press that bell, like and subscribe to Ann Arbor District Library's YouTube channel, AADL TV. Go ahead and click that bell, like and subscribe it. At least that's how I feel YouTubers talk. And I guess now that I'm trying to be a YouTuber, I need to start talking like that too. Well, thanks again, guys. We'll see you next time.